What's up? Welcome back to the shop. Fresh back from Okeechobee Clash of the Titans race number 4. And yes, it's true, we snuck in the W. Just happened to be lucky that day. It was a great day, hot as hell. 92, 93, 80, 90% humidity. It was terrible. Any of you guys down here in Florida know what I'm saying. So let's get started. So we showed up, first test pass, nothing there, just turned everything down. Like everybody else, just working my way up. Test 2, just clipping. But people are starting to, the track's starting to take prep and people are starting to get faster. Test 3, I had to take a jump at it. I felt like I was falling behind, went from an 81 to a 63. So then I went over into the right lane, my nemesis, and it went a 59. All really good, decent numbers. So I said, I'm going to save it like that for first round. I'm going to add 105 from 100 to the EPA. So then I went up the first round, I drew Wes. It's just one killer after another. And the car did everything. I didn't get one reaction time the whole day. Very close race, 55, he went a 53. So I had to buy back. So I bought back. Doesn't get any easier. Round 2, I drew AJ. Again, I just getting lucky. He didn't get down for some reason. Had my best 6 foot, 236, one flat mid. Mile an hour is a little bit down, but car's running consistent mid 150s. Managed lucky enough to get that to round 3. I raced a guy named Tommy, real cool dude. Again, just got lucky of the draw there. Looks like he got out of shape. 155 like a bracket car. On to round 4, just Rob. Good friend of mine, I've known the G4B group for 4 or 5 years. Have much respect for that whole team. Got the left lane, 155, 189. Again, I just got lucky. Looks like he might have spun a little bit or got out of shape. Then round 5, I draw Justin, another badass. I mean, hangs out with AJ and Casey and them guys are just badass. So I said to myself, I better put some turbo out the back and get some mile an hour in case. The races looked a lot closer because I was getting treed on every pass. So I said I better put something out back. So I went at 153.9, best pass of the day. And it looks like a close race, but he left before the trees activated. He was ready. So again, I got lucky. He red lit against me, which got me into the final against my boy Ivan. I've known him and Lewis and them people forever. Another 4 or 5 years. Ivan got out of shape. Again, I get treed. I got to work on my lights. It was awesome just to get the monkey off my back. Another 54, 90. And it was just awesome. I used the Gens Ace 7500. Get that for you. This is the 9000. This is in the heavier car. This is Hyde. It's 5 pounds. I used the 7500 in Jekyll. Patriot, R1, FDR is 90. 25, which comes out to a 930. Just pretty much everything the way the kit comes. I have a few things that I've done myself. The spacing for the riser, I've changed that. I made that a little higher to change the geometry in the rear, also to lower the chassis plate. Let me get back with a second right here and I'll get up my graph and my tune-up. All right, let's get into it here with the tune-up and data. There's all your basic data. Throttle curve. Nothing fancy here, guys. I've always run pretty much a linear curve. I don't want to upset the chassis. I mean, I have every curve in the book. And the best one I found is the linear one. It just keeps the car planted. There's no set and then reset the tire trying to stick it. So my first dot, 27. Just on this particular day, I don't go to the track with a tune-up set. I go by what's out there. Second dot, 33. Third dot, 78. Last dot, 100% at 94. I'll mess around with all of this. I pretty much won't change the ramp here. I'll do that, the speed of it with the gun. But this is how it hits, and this is how fast you get through 100. Acceleration was at 5. Start power is at 75. Again, this is this day, what the track wanted. I like my neutral bandwidth narrow. I like a real touchy trigger. Reverse, brake, frequency. I like running a very low frequency. It seems to hit harder and run cooler, especially how hot it is out here in Florida. As you guys notice, I took the Wi-Fi modulator off the top of this, put a fan onto it, and moved the Wi-Fi modulator down there. I was just afraid the ESC was going to get hot, especially as you get into the later rounds. Here's the turbo. I like to come out pretty hard, as you can see. This is in conjunction again with the end bell timing. You don't get the turbo to 100%. This is how I get to 100% in conjunction with the gun. So I like to come out pretty hard. This is combined with end bell, and then I let it belly out a little bit and then strike the car again, just to keep it loaded. Ended up at 30 degrees with 25 out back, 25 in the can. Thank you very much, BB, for all your help throughout the years with these power, the motors, ESCs, everything. I appreciate all the help. Thanks a lot, BB. So that's pretty much the tune-up there. 25 turbo on a 0.55 slope, which means you're putting in 25 degrees at just over half a second. You kind of do the math. If you're making it, if you're at a track and you're making it to mid at 1 second, then you know that the back half needs to be, if I'm going 1.5, you put it at, if you want to get it all in before the finish line, you got to get it in time. It's time-based. Drag race is time versus distance. All right, let me turn this off. By the way, I had no problems with the mini switch, Tommy. TSG, thank you very much. No issues so far with that. Car ran flawlessly. Turn this off. All right. So let's get into the final thing, the gun, speed. So when I first got there, all this was turned down, obviously. So my first is 100. I heard different things, that people's opinion, which gun, this and that. You guys have been here, I've never wavered. I just stick with one and I work it out. So 2, 3 speed, I like the 3 speed because maybe 2 speed or single speed would be great for like maximum prep where you just can lay the wood down to anything. But I find much more better tunability being able to adjust how I'm aggressively putting in the throttle on top of the boost. So my point was 32 at 100%, and I went 42 to 43. Let me show you. This is off. Yeah, this is how fast the throttle was getting to 100% in conjunction with the timing. So it jumps right up, boom, and then ramps in. Like I said, then after I got that tuned in, I think it was a 59, and I knew Wes was a bad son bitch. I put it up to 105 EPA from 100, and that's the whole tune. Mid 50s every pass, between 88 and 95, somewhere in there. So any questions down below, put them there. I'll be more than happy to answer them. As you guys know, I'm open book here. I want to take a second and thank my wife. She's always there, always supporting me throughout all these years of racing. I mean, there's a flashback right there. 30 years, that's my daily driver. We put bars on and shoot and go to the track. We've been racing forever. Just want to thank her for all the years, everything, for always supporting me. The prep I use, can't forget them, right? We got 50 years of prep technology, another 45 years of prep technology. Between those two companies, you can't go wrong. I don't use any other prep, VHT and VP. That's what they do for a living, track prep technology and fuel. So any questions, like I said below? Oh, my FDR is a 90-25, which comes out to 936. Really can't think of anything else. I just try and make the cars as light, and I like to run around 46 to 47 front bias. Just, you don't have to hit the bar so hard, and you get the weight on the tire and not so much wrapped up in the chassis. Y'all have a great week, an awesome weekend. Just thank you to the near 3,000 of you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys coming by, taking your time, taking this journey together. Y'all have a great day.